Hi, my book-loving friends. I recently saw a video by Jen the librarian talking about booktubers that she wanted to share. So booktuber recommendations, and I wanted to give some of my own. I love learning about new booktube channels. I mean, we tend to find them by either somebody else mentioning them in a video and then checking them out, or I think sometimes I have discovered new to me booktube channels by the fact that they're in my home screen on booktube, things like that. But who doesn't love a recommendation? So I've picked a few. It's so hard to do, but I've just picked a handful of booktubers. I think it's 5 that I want to share. Here we go. I have a list here because I didn't want to forget. And I also am going to be using my iPad to look up the channel while I'm talking, because I do want to refer to the way that each booktuber describes themselves. And then I'll also share what my experience and enjoyment is of their particular channel. The first one I want to share, someone that I really enjoy, is Ben Reads Good. And in Ben's channel, I'm going to look it up here. Ben describes himself, or his description anyway, I should say, says, "What is this, a booktube for ants?" Now, I remember I looked at that description when I was making my notes, and I reached out to Ben because I said, "I'm not getting the joke. Oh, I know there's a joke though." And he wrote back and said that it's a reference to the movie Zoolander, and he even sent me the clip. Oh my gosh. So let me know if any of you get that joke, because I certainly didn't. Anyway, what do I love about Ben's channel? He's widely read. He has a very straightforward and clear way of talking about the books that he's read, and it runs the gamut in his experience, whether he loves, likes, doesn't really like a book. I feel like he's very fair when he's talking about books. And he also pays attention to prizes, and one of the videos that I just watched that I would recommend is his predicting the 2023 Booker Prize. I find that so interesting. I will never be able to talk about predictions when it comes to prizes, but I love the people that do, and I love watching videos like that. But he also has some vlogs, and he does regular reading wrap-up. So I'm always getting reading ideas from Ben. And my next recommendation is Jen the librarian. So Jen is the booktuber who did the recent video of booktuber recommendations. So Jen, when I go to her channel, she describes herself, or her channel description. She says, "I'm a former librarian, a PhD student in publishing, and a book reviewer. I mostly talk about LGBTQ books, but other things also make their way through, like Thomas Hardy." So yeah, if you want to know more about Thomas Hardy books, and you're interested in reading Hardy and you want to know where to go with that, she is an excellent source. But I love her book reviews. They are wide-ranging, eclectic. I get a lot of book ideas from her. One of the videos that she recently did that I loved is books I'm always recommending. So she talks about 5 books that she's always recommending to people, and the reasons why she recommends these books. Excellent. I got so many ideas from that. I loved it. What a great idea. And then the next channel is CJ Reads. So this is a channel that I think she has nearly 6,000 subscribers. She's not making a whole lot of content right now because she's opening up a bricks and mortar store, bookstore. So she's in Arizona. She's in a small town in Arizona. She had a bookmobile, a truck that they converted into a little bookstore, Sunny's Books. And so now she's very busy opening up the store, but she is also a very diverse reader. She has brought forward to me indie press type of books, and she's also reading books that are popular, but that have enough of something that it's catching her attention. So she has a very good eye for the kind of book that she wants to read. CJ has a very conversational way of talking about books that is very pleasing to me and that is really enjoyable to watch. Okay, another booktube channel I want to recommend is Noor's Bookshelf. So Noor is, I gather from some of her videos, originally from India, or is from India, and her family is there, and she is in the US for grad school. So her taste leans towards literary, vast. I really enjoy the way she talks about books. She is a smart reader and finds a way to describe her reading experience in a way that really draws me in. She's someone else that expands my reading list when I watch her. And then lastly, Chaotic Bibliophile. Such a wonderful energy in the videos that he does. His name is Oliver, and I'm Oliver, London-based queer Chilean bibliophile. Favorite genres: modern classics, essays, memoirs, nonfiction, short stories, poetry, plays, and books about books. Yeah, I love his energy. He's so free and cheeky, very thoughtful about how he describes books that he's reading. He's another one that will get me down an author rabbit hole. So, of course, I want to hear all about your experience with any of these booktubers, and feel free to make recommendations of your own in the comments. So, thanks for joining me on this one, and I look forward to your comments.